Welcome to the Women Living Well After 50 podcast. I'm feelng and I'm passionate about inspiring, motivating, supporting and informing women over 50 to embrace this exciting time of life. Health and wellness in mind, body and spirit are the foundations for living well, but there is so much more to a life well lived. Each week, through conversations with my guests, I'll be presenting topics that will help us all to live well and enjoy life. So join me as we discover new ways to become women living well after 50. Are you ready to start living? What are you waiting for? Let's get started. Welcome to Micro Mondays, a time to reset and refocus for the week ahead. I'm feelng and it's lovely to have you join me. And this Monday is a very special Monday to me because it's my birthday and I'm 64 and proud of that. So I want to talk about time today and how you utilise your time, how you prioritise your time. We all have the same number of hours in a day and in a week, but some of us just seem to flow through life and one day runs into the next and we aren't really getting the value out of it, the time that we're given. We're not making it count. It's also very easy to get overwhelmed and to say yes too often so that we're really booked up and we have no time to relax. So it's a matter of finding that balance between having a productive, purposeful life and also having the balance of time for relaxation, recovery, and restoring your mind, body, and spirit. So that's what we're talking about today. How you use your time, how you value your time. Because that's the other thing, we need to value our time. And I go back to what my friend said earlier in this year, which I keep living my life by. Where are you placing your energy? Who are you giving your energy and time to? Are you spending enough energy on yourself and taking care of yourself? As you get older, you start to reflect on your life and what you've done, and yet there's so much more to achieve and to do in life. I believe that once you reach your midlife and beyond, new doors start to open and you can take new opportunities. I know that's what I'm doing. Over the last 7 years, I've started a blog, I've started a podcast, I've obtained my certification in group fitness and I now take group fitness classes for women over 50 in the Strong Healthy Women Studio. And I'm currently studying to become a personal trainer and to get my certificate 4 in fitness. So when I talk about time, it's all about how we use our time. We've all got the same number of hours in a week, the same number of hours and minutes in a day. And I think sometimes that we get caught up with the problems of life and we start to let time slip by. I know for myself, I was turning 60 yesterday, it seems, and now I'm 64. So time can go in a flash. And I'm also reminded that time can be short. We never know how much time we do have left. Unfortunately, this week I've had a friend whose daughter passed away, and it made me reflect on time, how I use my time, how I live my life. And that's what I want you to focus on today. There will always be things that get in our way. There will always be life that brings challenges. For many of you at the moment, that the biggest challenge is being in lockdown. And for some of you, it's indefinite. And I know that that can play with your mind. I know that your mindset and your mental health can get so affected when challenges just become too much. So with time, we have time to do everything. And so I just want to give you 3 tips today on how you can utilize your time and yet still feel calm. So the first thing is write things down. have a plan. Now, I don't mean that you can't be spontaneous. We need to have that joy and spontaneity in our life. But when times get hard and we can't think clearly, it's always good to have a plan. So write down what you want to achieve during the day. And it might just be, especially if you're in lockdown, it might just be get up, get dressed in something other than your tracksuit, and do 5 minutes of exercise. It could be anything, but plan out your day so that when you're having moments where you're not thinking clearly and life's just too hard, you can look at your plan. Now, it doesn't mean you always have to do everything that's on that plan, but you can have something as a backup and go, okay, I've done that. And we talked about this a couple of weeks ago where I said to write down at the end of your day your little wins that you've had from the day, the successes, no matter how big and small. So the first thing, as I said, with utilising your time to the best effect is plan. Secondly, think about things that you want to do. We've all got our bucket lists and things like that, but make a list of things that you would like to do, perhaps not now, but going forward in time. Having a plan of looking at what you would like to do, perhaps making a vision board, having something there for you to look forward to. Thirdly, making time for you. Now, self-care, self-love, taking time out for you to nurture yourself in mind, body, and spirit is so very important. In fact, it is for me the most important part of using your time. And make time to do nothing. Make time just to enjoy sitting in the sunshine, or just doing a bit of meditation, or just having one of those days where I think they call them a doona day, where you don't do anything, you just let the day unfold. It's all about utilising your time for your benefit, not what other people are doing or what they suggest you're doing. It's finding what's right for you. The way you spend your time is important for your health and well-being as well. You need to be able to move every day. You need to get up and do some form of exercise. So that's part of your day. You need to be able to take time out to enjoy a healthy meal. You need to have time to spend with friends. And if you're in lockdown, that can be like we're talking now on Zoom. I catch up with some friends every week for an hour via Zoom that we live in. We don't even live near each other. We're in different states and different countries, but we put aside that time to catch up with each other and to have that connection. I make time to see my family, time for my husband and I to have our quality time. So there's lots of ways we can utilise our time, and it all comes down to prioritising what is important to you. So today, I want you to think about how you use your time. Are you just letting days run into one after the other and not really living them? And I know that it's hard if you are going through challenging times, but even if you can just take 1 hour out of 24 to do something that will make you feel better, to feel like you've achieved something, to feel like you are really utilising your time to be of benefit to you. That's 7 hours a week, and that's a start. But it's all about thinking about time, because it's not infinite. We're only here on this earth for what is really a very short time. So are you making the most of your time that you're given? Are you making the most of your life? And are you living life your way? So I want you to reflect on that, and I'd love to get your feedback on how you utilise your time. And remember, sometimes we can overcommit ourselves. I know I'm guilty of that. And that's when my time is stepping back, taking time out. So let's just recap. Having a plan, that you can, a loose plan that you can utilize your time and make sure that you get everything done that you want to do. Looking at what you want to do in the future, writing it down, dreaming about it, taking time out for you to nourish yourself in mind, body, and spirit. To have that growth mindset where what you think is what happens. So, and lastly, not overcommitting your time, because time is very precious and it's all about the way you prioritize your time for you to live well and enjoy life. Now, before we go, we're going to go to our weekly meditation, and that's going to be a couple of minutes of your day for you, some time out for you. So I hope you enjoy that. And now let's go to the meditation. Now, before we start the week, let's take a moment to reset, and I'd like us to join in together for a 1-minute meditation. I'll be including this at the end of every episode of Micro Mondays, just for us to be able to start the week calmly and with focus and looking forward to the week ahead. So I want you to sit in a comfortable position or lie in a comfortable position. I want you to close your eyes. And we're going to take 1 minute where I want you to just try and clear your mind to prepare for the week ahead. Letting your breath inhale slowly and exhale slowly. Calming the mind, slowing down the breath, and focusing on you. Now slowly letting your breath come back to normal. Slowly open your eyes and welcome a new day and a new week.